best and brightest credentialed scientific minds of our world have determined that that's not an herbivore. And so for 30 years, they took farmers like me to free steak dinners to teach us a new progressive scientific way of feeding that, whatever you call that, which is we grind that up and feed it back to them. And we were laughed into oblivion by the USDA and the FDA and all the credentialed experts in the world for 30 years for being so backward, barbaric, Neanderthal, and Luddite, and anti-progressive, and anti-scientific that we would refuse to adopt feeding dead cows to cows. But we didn't do it not because we hated science or were anti-progressive or not even because we didn't like the USDA. It's because we looked around the world and couldn't find an herbivore eating carrion. It's that simple. And I stress this point because we have to understand, A, science is not objective. It's driven by agendas. Number two, because science is amoral, we are so clever as humans. Remember that big brain I was talking about? We are, and that opposing thumb, we are so clever we can invent things that we can't spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or physically metabolize. And so what happens is we spend half of our life and half of our time as humans trying to fix things that we've created that have been oopses, like mad cow disease and bovine spongiform encephalopathy. You know, after all that, there was this big kind of collective global, oops, maybe we shouldn't ought to done that. And what's amazing to me is we keep putting those yo-yos in charge of our food system. It's called, in debate, it's called intellectual schizophrenia.